Is manganese deficiency holding your corn and soybean yields back in Northwest Ohio and Northeast Indiana? We believe it is. So stay tuned in. We're gonna have another episode of High Yield Answers. Hi, I'm Bill Sweden with YieldTech Seed Service. We're here today with another episode of High Yield Answers. And what we want to talk about today is manganese deficiencies. So if you farm in Northwest Ohio, Northeast Indiana, I'm thinking about counties like Mercer, Dark, Jay, Randolph on the Indiana side, Adams County, and we just typically have a manganese deficiency. But I want to talk about one piece before we get to manganese. So we've been doing a lot of tissue sampling for the last 7, 8, 10 years. And one of the lowest hanging fruit is boron and zinc. And so we surely encourage you to take care of those. We've seen really consistent results with that. So we definitely want to take care of that low hanging fruit. Once we got those two limiting factors on corn and soybeans taken care of, then we started seeing a manganese deficiency showing up in our tissue samples. And so what do we do about that? And so if you look at the articles from Purdue and Michigan State and other great universities, they'll say that, hey, you can apply manganese and that's fine, but it's going to get fixed to your soils right away, which makes it a very inefficient application of a nutrient. And so a lot of guys in our area have used what we consider to be a very good second option in spraying Easy Man or 6% chelated manganese as a foliar, and by all means keep doing that. But here's a project that I'm actually excited about is we're using a product called Triphase, and we put it on our soybeans here. And so we have a side-by-side behind us where we have Triphase on the soybeans and some that are not, and we're going to take that to yield. We know that Triphase is designed to unlock more phosphorus, but we're hoping that maybe it's going to unlock more manganese, which leads me into the next project that I'm probably a tick more excited about. So if you think about Bern, Indiana, up there in Adams County, we know that that's a deficiency up there that's very consistent. And so a shout out to Beer Farms, they're helping us with this project. So what they've done is they have on their toolbar a triple threat, which is a Y-drop application and a coulter. They put 30% of their product at their side dress time through the Y-drop and 70% through the actual coulter. And so you can see a little video that we've got pulled up here. This is the actual field that we have this project in. And so what we have is we have their normal side dress application. And then what we did was we added Triphase to their side dress. And then we have another block added with manganese, okay? So what we've got is we got tissue samples from all those different projects here that we're going to monitor. Are we increasing the manganese into the corn and soybean plant? I think you probably had a good response from foliar application of the manganese applied to your growing crop through the sprayer. By all means, that may still be the best option. But if we're going to get higher yields, if we're going to raise and unlock higher yields, I believe it's going to have to come through the roots in some way. And so we think that if we can get more manganese out there, keep it available, not get it fixed to the soil, we think that there's going to be a yield benefit to you and to your operation that we think is going to be very beneficial for the efficiency of the use of that micronutrient. So the other thing I want to put a kind of a hanging fruit out there, we want to talk about next week about the salt load on your 2x2 when you planted this year. If you haven't put your planters away, please get a sample of that, get it sent away to a lab, and get the measure of how much salt that you have in your 2x2 on your corn planter. That's going to be a key thing for the next discussion. The other thing we're going to talk about is tar spot. I know everybody's aware of tar spot. They understand what that disease is, but we want to have maybe some possible watch outs that we want to be mindful of as we try to protect this growing crop that we have right now. So please, we'd love to hear from you. Put it in the comments below, but thanks for tuning in to another episode of High Yield Answers.